Taylor King, fresh off an incredible series and ready to go. Can he keep the good times going in this one? The Atlanta Braves taking on the Seattle Mariners. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. One down, and now the right fielder, Taylor King. King with a homer in his last game. Just missed. And now 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
And that one hammered. Fair ball. Now he turns and heads for second. To second, pulls him off the bag.
All over that one right there. They really turned on that one, and as it hooked down the line, it was hard to tell if it would stay fair, but it just barely sneaked in there.
Here's Riley Green. One out and a runner at second here in game one of this three-game set. Ground ball right side.
Hold on right there.
Throws to first in time.
Batting fourth, the center fielder, number 44, Julio.
So a runner at third, 2 outs. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. The 2-2 on the way. Ground ball left side. Play made, that ends the inning. Scoreless after 1. King steps in, 2 outs and a to-do list. Start a rally and save the inning.
Tall order, Boog, but he might just have that clutch gene in his DNA.
King, a former Rookie of the Year, 25 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Two down, nobody on. This one in the air, right field. And that is the third out of the inning. Mariners are down in order. They trail it here 4-0. Back in Seattle, Taylor King steps in, league leader in OPS, Singy.
Yeah, he's crushing mistakes, but also taking what pitchers give him. That's next level hitting.
Chris, he's currently the team leader in stolen bases. Tied at 4. Plate discipline and raw power. Tough to teach that combo.
No doubt about it. OPS tells the story perfectly. He's their offensive engine.
The 1-1. Swing and a ground ball. Now the throw to first on the run. But it's not in time. Base hit.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. Go ahead run on base. Riley Green up next for the Mariners. The go ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. So a walk puts runners at first and second. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. Pretty close, but it was a ball. That knocks them down to one challenge left. Julio Rodriguez coming to the plate now in a big spot. Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. Runner around third. He scores, and they have the lead. Leday fires it in. Runner holds at third, so just one across on the play.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. High fastball, even a little above the zone, but such a good job of staying tall on the backside, getting that barrel there to meet it just in time. I tell you what, it's not easy to do.
King locks in. You could feel it. Big moment here.
Yeah, everyone in the yard just sat up in their seats. So did I, Boog. Well, this is a tough situation with the bases loaded, but the healthiest mindset is just try to get outs, one hitter at a time. Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
That one finds the zone. That's strike one. The big six spot already on the board this inning. Last half of inning number 5. Base hit, one run in already. Now a second crosses the plate, and now it's 12-4. Riley Green up next for the Mariners.
Well, he's always a threat. Even if this guy is 0 for 3 for the night with 3 strikeouts, he can come.
One down. Now here is Taylor King.
Good swing out of him last time. Ripped a liner in the center.
King knocked home 5 runs in his last game. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
One down. Now it's going to be Taylor King. In there, and it's 0-1.
Well, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Foul ball. The M's up big in this one. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels, Boog. Even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
And now it's the cleanup hitter for the Mariners, Julio Rodriguez. And that'll load the bases.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boog. The last one wasn't even close.
So digging in, Cal Raleigh. Now the 0-1. Swing and a line drive, base hit into left field. One run is in. Here comes the throw, and he's out.
Well, I get pretty fired up on plays like that, especially as a former outfielder. Textbook, excellent footwork, came up with a nice crow hop, throw on the money to the plate. Man, it doesn't get any better than that, and a nice job as well.
King had a great showing in the win. 2 runs batted in on 4 hits, some impressive work.
Well, they may want to change how they approach him next time because he was just incredible in this one. He looked like a threat every time he came up.
Taylor King comes into this one fresh off a 4-hit game. Shades of Tony Gwynn. That's the kind of contact any team would take in their lineup. The Atlanta Braves taking on the Seattle Mariners. First pitch coming your way next. And stepping in for the Mariners, Taylor King. King can tie the single-season hit record with a knock here.
He's been simply unbelievable, Boog. 262 hits seemed crazy when Ichiro did it in 2004. And it
runner on the move. That's in for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully move that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Man at second. King wrapped out 4 hits in his last game. In the air, right field. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. And he's in safely at third with 1 out.
That is good. The left fielder, number 31.
Runner at second here, 1 gone.
The right fielder, Taylor King.
Yeah, that's in for a strike. 0-1.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. Headed for the plate. Off the base of the wall. He'll score. The Mariners take the lead. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double. And his hitting streak continues. There have been almost no bad days for him in the past month.
This guy's running hot, Boog, and people around the league are paying serious attention to this streak now, especially the pitchers that are trying to slow him down.
One out, runner at second. Here's Riley Green. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
Swing, and he popped it up. Out number 2.
Up next for the Mariners, the center fielder, number 44, Julio.
So runner at second, 2 down. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Man on second, 2 down. Slider squirts away. And the runner holds. Here's a 1-2. And that one ripped into right. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should score the run. In comes the run from second. Not in time. He's got a double.
Picks himself up an RBI. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters They take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
No outs, runners at first and second.
The right fielder, Taylor.
King would break the single season record with a base hit in this spot. That's a strike. It's 0-1.
One more knock, Boog, and you can start writing the first line on his plaque in Cooperstown. This season is going to go down in baseball history as one of the all-time best.
Here comes the 0-1. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And an automatic double as it hops the fence. A run comes in the play.
Well, everyone is thinking, Ed, would the runner have scored from first if the ball stayed in the park? We'll never know, but they do get a run across with a chance to do more damage in the inning.
Riley Green digs in for a critical at bat. King digs in. Not a lot of traffic this inning, but he's got the power to change that with one swing.
Yeah, and that's the kind of threat that keeps pitchers honest, even with 2 outs and no one on.
Singing, he's currently the team leader in runs scored. King came up with 4 hits in his last game. In the air to left center, Durant on his way over, and that is that. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We're through 6 full. It's the Mariners 8 and the Braves 4. You're watching Mariners baseball on the show Northwest. King was outstanding in this ball game, helping them get the win.
I'll tell you, Boog, I was excited every time he came off. When a player is locked in like he was, it's a really special feeling. Great job in this one.
One down. Now it's the right fielder, Taylor King.
King.
King wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. And the strike is overturned after review. Still 2 challenges left for them. That finds the mark on the inside corner. High fly ball out to center field. And a couple of quick outs.
That is third. The left fielder. Up next for the Mariners.
King, the former rookie of the year, 25 years old. He's a former American League MVP.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Oh, 0-1 now. Just missed. That one laced to center and a base hit. Throw in hopes the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. And that flips the calendar on his hitting streak. He's now at 30 straight games with a knock, a full month.
Yeah, and maybe we're not quite ready to start talking DiMaggio just yet, Boog, but we're not that far off. I mean, you make it to 30 games, you're in rare company, and not many.
In the air, left field. And that will end the inning. Nothing across here this half. We're through 5. It's the Mariners 3 and the Braves 2. This is Mariners baseball on the show Northwest. King steps in with 2 outs and nobody on. He's basically saying, fine, I'll do it myself.
That's right. Might as well cue the movie trailer voice.
In a world where nobody gets on base. That one at triple digits.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
2 down, nobody on. There's a swing and a drive. And a foul ball. On the ground. Dives and he can't hang on. And that's an infield single despite a great effort at shortstop. Go ahead run on base. Riley Green up next for the Mariners. The Mariners with the go ahead run at first here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. This one in the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run. Another homer. His second home run of the game. And they grab the lead in the 8th. It's 5-3. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. No doubt in my mind, just about everybody in this ballpark holding their breath on that one. I tell you, just barely snuck it inside the foul pole, and talk about a huge swing. That's it in this ball game. Could be the biggest swing of this ball game.
King strung that hitting streak out for another game.
Strong individual day, a team win. What's not to like? This is a game he can feel really good about.
Okay. Head up. We'll bounce back. We got this. We got it. We got it.
We're here in Seattle. Labor Day baseball coming up on the show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Seattle Mariners. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And Siggy, we're going to see a nice little win streak put to the test today.
Yeah, these guys are really firing on all cylinders right now. And to me, the important thing is that they're doing the little things well. They're not just relying on home runs or big plays every game. They're playing good situational baseball, executing in key areas, and that's how you string together wins. So we'll see if they continue that in this one.
King digs in. This pitcher is in the Cy Young conversation for a reason, and this entire lineup knows it, Singy.
Yeah, it's not about doing too much. It's about staying within yourself and executing your plan. Now, this is a big-time matchup right now, and stop what you're doing, folks. Watch this, because you have two of the game's best going, a Cy Young candidate and an MVP candidate. Look out.
The 0-1. Out towards right center field. Bolte on the move. And there are two down.
Batting third, the left fielder, number 31, Riley. Up next for the Mariners, the right fielder, Taylor King.
Bases empty, two away, but 2 runs are in here in the last half of the third. Next offering is fouled back. And the 0-2. Ground ball to the right side. Guerrero the toss to first. Out number 3. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. On to inning number 4. It's the Mariners 2 and the Jays nothing. This is Mariners baseball on the show Northwest.
Up next for the Mariners, the right fielder, Taylor King.
The 0-2. Ripped into right center. Should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a double. And that'll keep his hitting streak alive. He's reaching heights that very few players ever have.
Yeah, when you're over the 30-game mark and showing no signs of slowing down, that's when the baseball world starts to get a little excited. This has become the story in the league right now. You start checking off the days until the next benchmark, 40, 44, 56. And as well as he's swinging it, it seems like all those numbers right now, Boog, they are doable.
Man at second. Guerrero.
All right, stand up, stand up.
Slinging it to first in time.
Up next for the Mariners.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez.
Julio Rodriguez.
Towards first. Base hit and a run comes in.
Picks himself up an RBI. Really protected with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting.
Man at second here with 2 away. Taylor King up next for the Mariners. 1 for 3. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 1. Challenge from behind the dish here. And on further review, it was a strike. They'll keep both their challenges. Runner at second, 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. He's trying for third. Swing and a pop-up. Albies under this one. And that'll do it. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We're through 6 full. It's the M's 9 and the J's nothing. You're watching Mariners baseball on the show Northwest. Now it's the right fielder, Taylor King. 1 for 4 with a double. There's the strike.
Well, these Mariners, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need.
That one is absolutely belted. That's got a chance. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. The relay safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. And they extend their lead. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Here's Riley Green.
This is all about situational hitting. It's crucial in this spot. Do whatever it takes to put the ball in play, and hopefully you find it.
Added 1 more to that hitting streak.
Well, he definitely made a difference for him in this one. Nice effort to contribute to the win.
So up next, Taylor King.
Let's go, Taylor. Come on, Taylor.
That one's in there. That's strike 1. And a foul ball. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And there's 2 down.
Batting third, the left fielder, number 31, Riley. Up next for the Mariners,
King, multi-time All-Star, 25 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Runner takes off. Ball outside. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
Man on second, 2 down.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Here's a 2-0. Right through there for a strike. Man at second. And he chases a high fastball there.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. The 2-2. That's to third. Sanoha. There with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. Mariners leave one, and they trail it 4-1. Bases loaded, one away.
The right fielder, Taylor King.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 2.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in or on. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there in the mound.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. Reaching for it, makes the catch. Runners tag up from second and third. In to score from third. And they cut the lead to 2.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
King digs in. 2 quick outs, but this lineup's too good to just go quietly.
Yeah, you never want to give away the last out of an inning, Boog. Let's see if he can start a momentum swing right here.
On the ground, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. And with every hit that extends his streak, he climbs higher on the all-time list. Rarely has anyone gone this far.
Yeah, Boog, 30 is about as far as most guys can take it, and he's just blown by that mark, and now it actually looks like 40 might be in play. I'll tell you this, as a hitter, it's so hard to not let that weigh on you. Every game you're going out there trying to get it out of the way as soon as possible so that you can focus on the game. Makes it a little tough to relax at the plate.
Up the middle, what a stop. Fires to first. It's there, and that's a great play. 1 left for Seattle, and they're still doubled up. It's 6-3. 2 outs, runner at first. Taylor King up next for the Mariners.
So clutch, you could argue that he's been this team's MVP this year.
There's a strike, 95 of that one.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Headed for the plate. And they cut the lead to 2.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
So runner at second, 2 down. Here's Riley Green.
And things could change quickly here with one swing. Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
The M's down to their final strike. Pitch kicks away. Runner holds. Count goes to 1-2. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. That one carrying. And it is out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and we are tied.
That's a game changer right there. A big time swing, and we're all tied up. That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed.
And 9-7 is the final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. Taylor King will hit next.
And every at bat's a big one for him now as he looks to keep this amazing hitting streak going.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike one. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the third and final game of the series. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still manages a throw, and they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out.
Number 12. Up next for the Mariners, the right fielder, Taylor King.
Right through there for a strike. This is smacked left field line and foul ball. On the ground to the left. Tosses to first. Two gone now.
Up next for the Mariners, the first baseman, number 12.
Welcome back and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. There's a strike. King with another scorching run of play lately. Hit hard on the ground to short. Tosses to first. Leadoff man retired in the sixth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Taylor King. And a little something extra at stake in this at bat as he's hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy.
If you're on the mound right now, you know you have to retire this hitter. If he gets on base, it could open up the floodgates for this offense to score some runs.
The 1-0.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
Liner to second and picked on the hop. Throw to first and they get the out.
Up next for the Mariners, the first baseman, number 12.
Here in the bottom of the ninth, one out. King now at the plate, and this is very likely the last chance he gets to keep his hitting streak alive.
Nope, that's the ball.
2 on, 1 out.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Carrying well. Get out of town. A 3-run dinger. His 49th home run of the season. And they get a few back. It's 8-5.
That swing just injected more drama into this one.
Well, he almost robbed a home run right there, and I tell you what, he'd love another crack at it. During batting practice, you always like to work on that, and so close, but that one was just out of his reach.
King had a great showing in this game despite the team's loss. Just one hit, but it did leave the yard.
Can't say enough about what he did for him in this one. They lost, but it was in spite of his huge effort. It's easy to see why he's a key contributor for him.
Taylor King, fresh off an incredible series and ready to go. Can he keep the good times going in this one? It's the Seattle Mariners and the Chicago Cubs. First pitch coming at you right after the break. 1 down. Next to hit, Taylor King.
King.
Brown with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups. The 0-1. Rips one to right. This looks like extra bases. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double. And that is his 1,000th major league hit. A nice moment for him.
Yeah, anytime you flip the page on a career milestone, it feels really good. You know that number's in front of you for a long time, and you can't get there fast enough. Good for him.
Here's Riley Green.
Some pitchers can go out there and rip off a month or two of incredible starts. And right now, it looks like he's in one of those grooves. Really fun to watch.
Pitch kicks away from Alvarez. And the runner holds. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Got it. Nice grab. 2 down. So runner at second, 2 down. Julio Rodriguez up next for the Mariners. Man on second, 2 down. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And that is that. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No score. Man at first, one away.
The right fielder, Taylor King.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as the stuff is, you might.
Runner takes off. Pitch misses in. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Man at second. Foul ball there. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets the out, 2 down after the strikeout.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Runner at second here, 1 gone.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
He's trying for third. Pitch in for a strike. Transfer bobbled, and there's no throw. Here's a 1-1. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Recovers, throws home, but it's not in time. Tie game. Go ahead run on base. Riley Green digs in now.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Here's a 2-2. In the dirt, blocked. 1 away, tie game. Go ahead run stands at first. Taps softly to the right side. Tosses to first. Got him. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Man on second, 2 down. And he hits a ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. They put 2 on the board with a couple of hits, no errors, and 1 left. Last half of the 5th coming up. We are tied 2-2. So 2 down, and stepping in for the Mariners, Taylor King. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 2. Challenge from behind the dish here. And that just scraped the zone. The call is overturned. Still 2 challenges left for them. The Cubs trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
On the ground. Whips it to first on the run. Nicely done for the out. And 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. And it's still a 3-2 ball game. King crossed a milestone off his list as he reached the 1,000 career hit mark.
And Boog, to get to this point, I mean, it's not enough just to be good. You have to be consistent. You know, less than 6% of MLB players get to the 1,000 hit mark in their career. I only got to 609, so I have to give it up to him on a nice achievement.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. King will hit next.
And every at bat's a big one for him now as he looks to keep this amazing hitting streak going. Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the second game of the series. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Broken bat, roller to first. Long takes it himself. One out in the top of the first.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at bat.
The 0-1. Now a screamer into the outfield. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Safely into second. He's got a double. And that'll keep his hitting streak alive. He's reaching heights that very few players ever have.
Yeah, when you're over the 30-game mark and showing no signs of slowing down, that's when the baseball world starts to get a little excited. This has become the story in the league right now. You start checking off the days until the next benchmark, 40, 44, 56. And as well as he's swinging it, it seems like all those numbers right now, Boog, they are doable.
Swing, and he popped it up. Bregman under it. Takes it in for the out.
Up next is the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Man at second. Now this one gets away from the catcher. No advance, though. Now a pop-up on the infield. Bregman settles under this one, and that'll do it. Mariners leave one. They lead it 1-0.
Up next is the right fielder.
King, a former Rookie of the Year, 25 years old, and he's one of the few two-time MVPs in the league. Chris, he's currently the team leader in stolen bases.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Here's a 1-1. Liner caught at second.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
King locks in. Not the at-bat they were hoping for just now, so it's up to him with 2 outs.
Well, this guy's got the right mindset, Boog. Just needs to stay within himself and deliver.
That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Base hit. 1 run is in. The throw home. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. And it's 5-0. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Here's Riley Green. Runner on the go. That one lifted to left. Low on his way over. Makes the catch up against the wall. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. The Mariners lead it 5-0. This is Mariners baseball on the show Northwest. At the plate, Taylor King.
He was the big part of the field last time. Nice liner to center.
Right through there for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle and a base hit. And a man aboard.
Wow. So important to get into the fielding position after you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
Riley Green up next for the Mariners. He's already homered in this game. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Strike in there. Safe at second, and that was not close. He reaches 40 stolen bases on this season with that bag. That's ripped into the outfield. Should be extra bases. Runner from second scores as they add on. And in at second with an RBI double.
Well, that was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get in the scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
King was outstanding in this ball game, helping them get the win. 3 hits and a couple of runs knocked in.
Such a tremendous effort at the dish. Not every game is going to be like this one, so you need to enjoy it when it's happening.
Taylor King with an eye-popping 35-game hitting streak. Can he extend it one more today? It's the Seattle Mariners and the Chicago Cubs. First pitch coming your way next. One down. Now the number 2 hitter, Taylor King. Horton, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him, that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch-to-pitch execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt.
There's a strike. Just underway here from Wrigley. This one smoked, could be trouble. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Here's Riley Green. Man at second. And ball forward to a board.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
So now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter, Julio Rodriguez.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
In the dirt, well done behind the dish. Runners at first and second with one gone here in the third and final game of the series. In the air, right field, Palacios should have this one. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And he moves up to third. Now 2 away. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Cal Raleigh now at the plate.
Oh, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
2 on, 2 outs. This one in the air, center field. Halpin moving under it. And that's the 3rd out. No runs, a hit, 2 left. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game.
Up next for Seattle, the right fielder, Taylor King.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
Ripped to short. Jimenez throw to first. And that's an out. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Well, he's known for that four-seamer, Boog, and we've seen plenty of it from him today. You don't throw one pitch this much without having plenty of confidence in it. Minimal damage against him to this point. We'll see if the lineup forces him to make an adjustment.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Well, these Mariners really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
This to third, whips it to first. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
Obviously, this type of run production isn't exactly sustainable game to game, but it's a good sign that a lot of hard work's been paying off.
One down. Taylor King, the next to hit, 1 for 3. Oh, 1 now. Yeah, that's fouled off. The 0-2. In the air, right field. Oh, he dropped it.
That's one of those errors you make as an outfielder where you just can't believe it. You want to crawl into the grass. Every outfielder at some point muffs an easy one like that, but it feels like one of the most embarrassing things you can do. Hey, we all caught pop-ups in Little League. Nothing particularly difficult about that one. He just didn't see it all the way and put the squeeze on it. I'm sure it won't happen again.
Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. That one in the dirt and gets away. And now a man into scoring position. That one misses. Ball 2. One out, the runner at second here in the top half of inning number 7. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
So runner at second, 2 down. Julio Rodriguez getting ready to hit. Man on second, 2 down. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. One left for Seattle. They're still out in front, 5-2. All set to start the 9th in this one. And stepping in for the Mariners, Taylor King. Ground ball up the middle. Jimenez fires over to first, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
Up next for Seattle, the left fielder, number 34.
King managed to keep the hitting streak alive.
Oh, Boog, not great, not terrible, just kind of an average game. Still, always good to get a team win.
Taylor King, one of the most electrifying talents in the league, getting ready for this one. Can he deliver another memorable performance? It's the Seattle Mariners taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. First pitch coming your way next. Runner in scoring position, no outs. King digs in now.
And every at-bat's a big one for him now as he looks to keep this amazing hitting streak going.
In there at the knees for a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. You're in game 1 of this 3-game set. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Man at second. Line to right, base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners, nobody out. And with every hit that extends his streak, he climbs higher on the all-time list. Rarely has anyone gone this far.
Yeah, Boog, 30 is about as far as most guys can take it, and he's just blown by that mark, and now it actually looks like 40 might be in play. I'll tell you this, as a hitter, it's so hard to not let that weigh on you. Every game you're going out there trying to get it out of the way as soon.
Meanwhile, this pitch gets away.
Well, Boog, it's already been a tough start to this inning as it is, and that wild pitch is going to make things even tougher. 2 men in the scoring position now, still with nobody out. So this really becomes a strikeout situation on the mound.
Runner at second, 2 down.
As a veteran out there on the ball, you're trying to establish both edges of the plate. Right here, he's working inside.
Man on second, 2 down. Close, but called a ball. And it's 2-0. Challenge from behind the dish here. And that one did find the strike zone. Still 2 challenges left for them. Here's a 1-1. And that is out of play. Man at second. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Throw on to Torkelson. That's out number 3. Mariners lead 1, and it remains a 3-2 ball game.
Up next is the right fielder, Taylor King.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Tap back to the mound. Throw to first in time. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. So they're all loaded up. King, the next to hit, 1 for 3. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
And the 0-1. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there, it's got a chance. 1 runs in. A second scores as well. In to score from first. A big 2-out hit, and the game is tied.
Unbelievable turn of events right here. Clears the bases and ties it up. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
So runner at second, 2 down. Here's Riley Green. Man on second, 2 down. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Julio Rodriguez coming to the plate now in a big spot.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
The 1-2. In the dirt, but no advance from the runners. Go ahead run at second, and we're in the top half of the 6th. To the right side, Torkelson. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So they get 3 and draw even. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots do up. Seattle leads this one 6-6. This is 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
King stands in now and watches strike 1. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. Up the middle. Throws to first in time. And that is that. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. And we're all even at 6 apiece. One-run game here today. Your final score, 7-6. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us. Taylor King up next for the Mariners.
Not what he's looking for there, the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Lead runner around second, and they're at the corners with nobody out. And that'll keep his hitting streak alive. He's reaching heights that very few players ever have.
Yeah, when you're over the 30-game mark and showing no signs of slowing down, that's when the baseball world starts to get a little excited. This has become the story in the league right now. You start checking off the days until the next benchmark, 40, 44, 56. And as well as he's swinging it, it seems like all those numbers right now, Boog, they are doable.
Two. Pulled out on strikes. And that is a big first out.
Well, that curveball had some pretty good break to it. As you can see, the hitter just locked up a little bit. Thought it was a great pitch to hit, but sometimes you're looking for something else and you can't pull the trigger.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. Julio Rodriguez up next for the Mariners. 2 on, 1 out. Runner takes off. Pitch misses. Throw to second on a bounce. Safe. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again.
Turned out to be a pretty good pitch to run on right there. Off-speed pitch down in the zone. That can be pretty tough for a catcher to reach down and grab it and then get rid of it quickly enough to prevent that would-be base stealer.
One out, base is full.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning. tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
And that one fouled off.
There, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball and getting out of this little jam.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. One run's in, the throw home. Now the second run is in. It's a 2-run single, and they take a 3-run lead.
Well, he was a little off balance. He got the front foot down, but was so great at keeping the hands back and allowed him still to get good wood to this baseball. Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs.
Here's Riley Green.
This at bat might not seem like a huge deal right now, but baseball is a game of moments, and what happens here could change everything.
2 on, 1 out. Line drive, that's a base hit. Runner from third in to score. It's an RBI single, and it's 4-0.
Comes through with the RBI. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez.
I know we're still early in the stages of this game, but this at bat has the potential of being a difference maker. You've got to stay calm in the box.
Here's the 0-2. This one popped up, and the infield fly is called. Here's the catcher, Cal Raleigh.
How many times have we seen an early at bat change the course of a game? It happens every night in baseball, and maybe it happens again here.
2 on, 2 outs. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. King headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single. It's 5-0.
Well done. Drives in the run. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
King, the former rookie of the year, 25 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. In there for strike 1. Here's something to watch, Singy. He's got the best OPS on the team. He can hurt you. Hit hard on the ground is short. Throw to first in time.
Up next is Seattle, the left fielder, number 31, Riley Green.
So 2 down. Taylor King up next for the Mariners.
King.
That catches the zone for a strike, and it's 0-1. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Nobody left for Seattle. Still a tight ball game. It's 6-5. King stepping in. A base hit here could shift the vibe. They're just one swing away from changing the rhythm of this ball game.
Yeah, Boog, that's the beauty of baseball. You always have a chance if you've got a player like this to lead off the inning.
And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. And a base hit right there. And the tying run is on base.
Wow. So important to get into the fielding position after you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
Riley Green up next for the Mariners.
And things could change quickly here with one swing.
in the dirt. Well done behind the dish. The 1-1. Line to left. And there's one down. One out man at first. Julio Rodriguez will hit next. And Chris, is the stolen base a possibility here?
I say no. I think you drop anchor over there. Don't distract the hitter at all. Don't run yourself out of an inning and ultimately out of a ball game. Let him swing it so you can jump.
Caminero. There's one. The double play ends it right here. King was a real bright spot despite the loss. 3 hits and a couple of runs knocked in.
Such a tremendous effort at the dish. They didn't get the win, but he certainly wasn't the reason they lost.
One down. Now here is Taylor King.
And every at bat's a big one for him now as he looks to keep this amazing hitting streak going.
King, multi-time All-Star, a member of the 1,000 hit club. He's a former American League MVP. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
That's a base hit. And that's a 1-out single.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. And I always talk about it. You get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
Just underway from Tropicana Field. And he hits a ground ball right side. Base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Here's a 2-0. Double steal. Pitch misses in. Throw to third. Save. Double steal. Two on, 1 out. And that'll load the bases.
Oh, that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Cal Raleigh now at the plate. And a payoff pitch. Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the walk. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
Nobody on the team has more stolen bases than he does this season, Chris. Smoked on the ground to second. Slings to first in time.
Up next is the left fielder, number 31, Riley.
No outs, runners at first and second.
The right fielder, Taylor King.
There's the strike.
Well, these Mariners doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. The numbers kind of speak for themselves with the 4 walks. They've done a great job of not trying to do too much and just staying disciplined.
Comes up empty.
Another thing I love is how they've allowed the game to come to them. They're not forcing the issue when they're on offense, and when you force and get anxious, it starts being a lot more likely that you'll let those pitchers off the hook. That's when you always want as a pitcher, down at the knees, and it looks to me like he's barking. That's a strike. Doesn't change the call, but sometimes it helps to let that frustration out a little bit.
Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. Williams over to second, relay to first, double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
1 out, runner at second. Now it's the right fielder, Taylor King. 1 for 3.
Well, an at-bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike 1 here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
Man at second. Lined into right. And he makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he moves up to third. Now 2 away. We go to the 9th. Leading off, Taylor King.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Ball, that's out.
That one drilled left field. Reaching for it and brings it in.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it.
King, get that hitting streak going. Just 1 hit in 5 at-bats.
Didn't light the world on fire, but he held up his end today. I'm sure he'd like to have a better game, but a win is a win.
Here in Miami, Lone Depot Park, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Seattle Mariners taking on the Miami Marlins. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. A major hitting streak could be extended today, and that belongs to this man, Taylor King.
Well, Boog, even as carefully as teams have been pitching this guy over the last several weeks, they still can't keep him off the bases. He's been one of the steadiest, most consistent performers at the plate we've seen in a very long time.
And it's hard not to pull for him at this stage, even if you're not a fan of the team. Everybody wants to see him get to 40 and beyond. First pitch coming at you right after the break. And up next for Seattle, Taylor King.
And here we go, Boog. A chance to see if he can up his hitting streak to the magic 40-game mark.
Missed with a changeup. Ball one. King, the former Rookie of the Year, batting second in today's lineup, and he's one of the few two-time MVPs in the league. In the dirt. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out. So that extends his hitting streak to 40 games. He's really in that rarefied air now, Chris.
Yeah, you have to wonder what's going on in his dome right now. I mean, I know he's trying to block out all the noise, but at this point, it's impossible. And as much as he wants to focus on the task at hand, all the talk about the chase for the record is going to dominate anything else happening on the field. This is pretty special.
Got him looking for the strikeout. And that is a big first out.
Well, nice job right there. He struck him out twice. The pitch before looked like it was strike 3. Doesn't get the call. Bears down. Throws another quality pitch for the strikeout.
Here's the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. 2 on, 1 out. This one in the air right field. Takes it in for the out. Now the Mariners catcher, Cal Raleigh. First and second, 2 down. Fastball for a strike.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
Into left center for a base hit. Continues his success here. He's back in the hit column. The run scores from second. It's an RBI single, and now they trail by 1. Here's Riley Green. Traffic on the bases with. Ready now for the 5th inning, and stepping in for the Mariners, Taylor King. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
Well, these Mariners need to bring up the quality of their bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
Carpenter makes a nice running catch. 1 down. Taylor King getting ready to hit. Right through there for a strike. This one smoked out to left. Can't get there. Base hit. Throws to second. And he'll reach second with one away.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
One out. Runner at second. Riley Green up next for the Mariners.
Well, the way these two teams have battled in this game, you know you need more. Got to continue to add runs if you're going to get out of here with a win.
Man at second. In the dirt.
Let's go, Quinn.
2-2. In the air, right field. Pretty well struck. That one carrying. And that's a home run into the upper deck. He nails one out to right. His 37th homer of the year. And they boost their lead. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Ready to begin the eighth. And stepping in for the Mariners, Taylor King. Lined into right. Takes it in for the out.
Up next is the left fielder, number 34, Riley.
King added one more to that hitting streak. Put together a 3-hit performance.
Definitely a strong game at the plate, Boog, and it's safe to say he made a difference for him. Nice job to help lift the team to a win.
Taylor King riding an historic 40-game hitting streak where every at-bat has become a must-watch moment. One hit away from moving past Ty Cobb's run in 1911. It's the Seattle Mariners taking on the Miami Marlins. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And up next for Seattle, Taylor King.
Taylor King.
Ball, that's off.
King, a former All-Star, 25 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. And a 1-1. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. A 2-run homer. Home run number 50 on the year. The Mariners strike first. It's 2-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient and waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Close, but called a ball. Ball 1. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And it's a called strike after the review. Still 2 challenges left for them. Ripped on a line. And that is that. Mariners are down in order, but they lead it 4-0. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for the Mariners, Taylor King. Ball 1, no strikes. His home run numbers stand out, Chris. Nobody has hit more in his team. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's Riley Green. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're at the top of the 5th. That one kicks away from the catcher. Throw comes into third. Not in time. He's safe.
Well, that right there can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball's gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it because you're already in scoring position. Well, he was sure there, and now he's only 90 feet away from scoring.
King at third with nobody out. On the ground, Norby. Run scores, but a terrific play to get the out. And up next for Seattle, Taylor King. And it was a homer back in the first inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a 2-run blast, and that swing will give him confidence the rest of the way. Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
Now fly ball to right center. Marcy on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Nothing across here this half. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the M's 5 and the Marlins 2. King may not be stoppable this season as he hit home run number 50 in this game.
Yeah, and Boog, 50 homers is still a remarkable feat, even if it's more common than it used to be. You know, fewer than 40 players all time even have one season where they went deep 50 times. So hats off to him for pounding this many home runs.
One down, and stepping in for the Mariners, Taylor King.
And all anyone can think about right now is his chase for that hitting streak record.
Ashcraft. He isn't really known as a starting pitcher that's going to get you deep into the start. It's not that he's not capable. He just hasn't proven that he can do it yet.
He's got such great stuff. You just don't know from start to start whether it's a potential no-hitter or it's a guy that's only going to give you 3 or 4 innings.
Inside, and it's 3-0.
But for the most part, with that kind of stuff, you expect him to get to the middle of the ball game.
What does he need to do in order to get deeper into the game?
Well, I'd say it's command of the secondary pitches, because when you're talking about turning over the order a second and third time and hitters are getting looks, you've got to be able to put a wrinkle on something, change speeds, and locate it enough so that they offer at it.
The 3-1 in for a strike, full count.
Ultimately, you want them to swing and chase a pitch that teases the zone and ends outside the zone. But so far, he hasn't been able to do that consistently.
This one in the air, right field, and just foul. Payoff pitch. And a base hit up the middle. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And the streak lives on. He keeps getting closer and closer to the record. There isn't a pitcher in the league who can solve him right now.
It's absolutely amazing, Boog. It seems there's no end in sight, and this is transcending baseball. We're talking almost 2 straight months with a hit every game. To get this close to the record, I want to see this thing happen, and it brings the kind of excitement to the sport that very few records do.
On the ground, 2 ball. 1 at second, and that's 2. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. And now the Marlins will have a crack at things. No score.
Up next is Seattle, the right fielder, Taylor King.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Runner on the move. Tapped in front of the plate. And that one handled. Over to first. Inning over. 1 left for Seattle, but they lead it 1-0. Top of the 6th inning, and stepping in for the Mariners, Taylor King. King went deep in his most recent game. In there at the knees for a strike. We know he's capable of hitting home runs, Chris. Nobody in the league has hit more. This one in the air, center field. And a quick out, number 1. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Man at first, now the number 2 hitter, Taylor King.
So clutch, you could argue that he's been this team's MVP this year.
Well, these Mariners just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it...
Oh, now this one's blasted deep to left. Way back there, on its way and out of here. His 51st home run of the year. And they slice into the lead. It's 6-3.
That swing just injected more drama into this one.
Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
King digging in, runner at scoring position, game hanging in the balance. Big moment here.
Yeah, this is where reputations get built, Boog. Time to come through in the clutch.
Went with the sweeper for the strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
That one is absolutely belted. Way back there, it's got a chance. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Marlins salvage the finale of this 3-game series. King made a big contribution despite the loss.
Well, Boog, they may want to change how they approach him next time because he was just incredible in this one. He looked like a threat every time up, even in a loss.